Morning folks, we're on our way to M&P's in Cardiff. It's review time again. Yay! Yeah, it's been a little while. I've been very busy, and obviously myself and Mrs. Grumps both got hit with COVID for a short while. But also, there's not been many bikes down here that really spark my interest. And I like the different ones. I don't like doing the mainstream run-the-mill stuff. Everybody else can do them. I like doing the oddball stuff. Anyway, as you can see from the title, we're off to do the Benelli TNT today, all being well. For the sake of full disclosure, I will state that I am not paid or sponsored or anything for these reviews. They're entirely off my own back. You know, any views and opinions in here are mine and mine alone. It's what I think of the bike on a test ride, same as you would do. I will also state, for the sake of clarity, that Mrs. Grumps does work for the M&P Motorcycle Company, but that has no effect on what I say in my reviews whatsoever, nor the fact I bought a few bikes off them, including this, the BM. There we go, that's all the official rubbish over and done with. I'm going to go, because I'm nearly at the shop, and I'm going to go in, do all the paperwork and such like, which is no different to anybody else. I have to book a test ride and fill out all the paperwork, same as you would. Get to do a test ride on it, I film it, give my opinions. That's the review. Hope you enjoy it. See you all in a wee bit. Toodles. Yep, folks, we're back at M&P in Cardiff. And this is what we're riding. The Benelli TNT 125. A bit like the Grom, I have never ridden anything like it in my life. Never ridden a monkey bike, never ridden a Grom. So this is going to be fun. Just chatting to the salesman, Ash, and he was saying that apparently they're linked brakes, not ABS. So that could be fun. And with this particular model, you cannot start the motor without the side stand up, even in neutral, which is unusual. There we go. Interesting looking bike. So looks like we're gonna have a bit of fun with this thing. Right, let's get on the road and see what happens. See you in a bit. Toodles. Okay. First impressions, oh my god. What the hell am I riding? It's tiny. It feels tiny. Very revvy, but then, you know, I'm 5'6" and 15 stone. It's not really built for people of my size. But it's fun. Clutch is nice and light, brakes are pretty good. Right hand mirror is fine, left hand mirror is absolute pants. I can see my elbow. That's it. That's a definite no-no. Probably adjust it and it'll be alright. Seating position, it's not too bad actually. It feels cramped, but it's not that bad. Bars feel quite narrow. But it's only a little bike. Oh, I am in 5th gear. Okay. Didn't think I was. I assume it's got 5 gears. Oh, this is definitely one of the more entertaining bikes I've ridden, that's for certain. Oh, bloody hell. Oh! Bounces around a lot on the corners. Oh boy. But it's only got something like 10-inch wheels, which are entertaining. Okay, I'm not quite sure what to say about this. It's going to take some getting used to. Right, switch gear is nice and simple. High beam, flash, low beam, indicators, horn. Start button, hazard, and your kill switch. That's it. Nothing else to it. Doesn't appear to be any sort of gear indicator. Gearbox is fine. Fuel gauge, time clock, odometer. Don't know what else it's got. Oh, it goes into kilometres an hour, which is handy. Trip A, trip B, total. Okay, pretty much it. Very basic. You can hear a nice reassuring click when you press the buttons too. I like that. I like the fact it does kilometres as well with a simple press of a button. So if you're the kind of person that's like a camper van or a small trailer and you like to take a small bike when you're on holiday, as a lot of people do, this is probably ideal. Back of the camper van, a small van, trailer, whatever, take it abroad, press the button and you can decide if you're in kilometres or miles per hour without any issues at all. No chance you're getting done for incorrect speed, as it were. As far as the ride itself goes, it's quite solid. I'm sorry, I'm giggling away like a schoolgirl here. It's just comical. I feel like a gorilla on a motorbike. And I ain't that big. Yeah, for a round town bike it's ideal. If you were 17, fantastic. Alternative to the Grom. It sounds alright too. I'll be fair, the stock exhaust, it sounds really good. The salesman ran it around the yard before I got it, just to check everything is working fine. And to be honest, the sound it made was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No need to waste money on stupid loud exhausts. In all honesty, don't do anything but sound loud anyway, so... The ride quality is definitely not plush. It's quite solid. Ow. Which probably means it handles brilliantly. Not too sure how brave I'd be on it, this thing. Have to be honest. Rear brake, lovely. I have no idea what gear I'm in half the time. But then that's probably because I'm used to having a gear indicator on both my bikes. Yeah, ride position's not bad. Brakes are good, clutch is good. Gear change is very nice, very positive. Not a bad little bike, quite engaging. Very easy to ride at slow speeds, so ideal for your CBT, etc. Yeah, 8 miles an hour. In fact, we're down to 5. Okay, so what we got? Big hill, 33 miles an hour with my fat backside on it. Well, it pulls uphill fine, all fairness. It's not lacking in power for a 125. It's pretty cool to look at. Yeah, kind of like this in a way. Didn't even bother looking, did you? Didn't even bother looking. Well done, mate. Thank you, Welsh Water. Charlie Victor 22 Zulu Hotel Echo. So the bike pulls fine up the hill. Brakes are okay. Like I say, the suspension's quite stiff, which makes it a little uncomfortable, but then it's brand new and it will bed in time. We'll have a look, see if there's any sort of adjustment when we pull over and have a walk around. The handling is very odd. It takes an awful lot of getting used to. Yeah, I've not ridden a bike with 10-inch wheels before. Well, not since about 6 anyway. So this is all very new and different to what I'm used to. Right, into my favourite place for a walk around, Cosmeston. Well, here we are, the TNT 125. Now, I didn't check out the specs before I left. My mistake, I do apologise. So I shall put the specifications up on the screen now. Right, so clearly it's a 125. We have 10-inch wheels, I believe, with what appears to be a twin pot caliper on the front. Nice little angled valves, good stuff. On the rear, single pot caliper, linked to the front. Nice exhaust, trellis frame. You can carry a pillion, not sure if I'd want to. And this funky rear mudguard idea, which I absolutely detest. Hopefully you can do something about it, but having said that, look at the back end of that. That, I think, looks amazing. Really stylish. I reckon with a tail tide you look so much better. And that exhaust sounds brilliant, in all fairness. So rear suspension, single shock, fully adjustable for preload. It's quite stiff, but then it is new, so a bit of adjustment might be necessary there. So a very simple switch gear. A very simple dashboard. Usual Benelli key, which I think they're amazing. I call them switchblade keys. I think they're absolutely brilliant. I love these things. Watch. Hang on. Let me get you in focus. Ba-doing. Switchblade key. Love it. That sells it to me straight off. Right, front suspension. Non-adjustable upside down forks. So a single disc. There's a side stand but no centre stand. So also you need some kind of paddock stand or something to do your maintenance. And as I said before, if you try to start the bike with a side stand down, it won't. Even in neutral, which is unusual, but hey ho. Front end of the bike, very nice. I'm guessing there's LED lights all round. I do like that front end look, the 4 bulbs. So look, see what she looks like with the lights on. Like that. I'm assuming, let's have a look. Aha, pass lights underneath. I need the engine running, check the lights, which I can't do because I can't put the side stand up. You won't run well the side stand being up. Okay, cool. Fair enough. If you want an alternative to a Grom, I'd definitely go for one of these. I think they're better styled than the Grom personally. Come in various colours, including a sort of lime green, which will stand out a mile. Which would be fun. And if I remember correctly, the on-the-road price is £2,699. It's £2,699 on the road, which is pretty cheap. So ideal if you want a small bike for your CBT. Very easy to ride at slow speed, so your CBT would be a doddle. Or as I suggested, maybe if you go camping or something, caravanning, you want to take a vehicle with you, it's ideal. It's small enough, light enough, you can chuck it on the back of your caravan. It's kind of ideal in a way, and with the ability to switch between miles and kilometres on the dash at the flick of a button, I think it's fantastic. I think that's a really good idea, especially if you're going to consider taking this abroad anyway. Oh, it's not right in there, but you know, if you can trailer it or van it or something, perfect. There we go. Not a lot you can say about it really. Benelli 125, built in China apparently, but then most bikes are built in China these days, including Triumphs. So don't let that put you off. The overall build quality looks great. I can't see any issues with the welds or quality control as such. Looks like a nice simple engine to work on, so servicing should not be expensive. Ideal little runabout. Right, let's get back on and go for more rides and see if we can get a bit more speed out of it and see how she does at the higher speeds, should we say. I'm not going to be going silly speeds obviously, but we'll give it a try. Doodles! Well, acceleration is not what you call blistering, but then it is a 125, so in all fairness. Now, of course, you've got to account for the fact that I am a 15 stone, 5'6", and definitely not of the slim build variety. And these bikes ideally are designed for your skinny 10, 11 stone, 17-year-old sort of thing. So I'm sure for what it's designed for, it's fantastic. Excuse me. And as I say, if you want to strap one to the back of your camper van, it's absolutely ideal. There we are, folks, that's absolutely pinned it. 62. '63, and we're on a slight downhill incline. Woohoo! 65. Yes, it will do 60. Just about flat out, but it'll do 60. And it's surprisingly stable at that pace as well, which does surprise me. I was expecting it to be wobbling all over the road, but it's not. There we go. Now you know. Of course, the classic question, would I own one? No, I don't think I would. It's a great little bike, don't get me wrong, and it has its purposes, its abilities. They just don't fit into anything, any of the boxes that I would need to tick. There's quite honestly nothing about it that would coax me to spend my money. But then I'm not in the market for one of these bikes. This is the difference. I already have the Himalayan, I've got the BMW, so I don't need another bike. And there's no reason for me to replace either of those machines with this, because this doesn't do anything to trump what I've already got. So from my personal point of view, no, I wouldn't buy one. I must admit, I was a little disappointed. I was hoping for better. Well, maybe not better, maybe more would be a better description. But it is what it is. It's how I found the bike on my hour-long test ride, whatever. I strongly recommend that you try it for yourself. Pop down to M&P in Cardiff, just behind Selco's the Builder off Hadfield Road. Take it out for a test ride. Give it a try. What have you got to lose? An hour of your time. Right, there we go, folks. I'm going now. The rain's starting. I'm probably going to get wet going back to the shop. Anyway, you can see quite clearly bent legs on the floor, and I got 30-inch inside leg, so it's a very low bike. But yeah, I shall catch you all soon, and as always, please be safe, ride safe, have fun.